to the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Scarlet Knights will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Boston College's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Boston College will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Rutgers' offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Catch in the middle. It's Sheffield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Line getting set on second down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's James. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pulls it in. It's Wilkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it in the middle at Sheffield. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Caught over the middle at Sheffield. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Wants to throw again. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try it over the left side. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's strong. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's strong. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Campbell. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Duck. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Sheffield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Scarlet Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Rutgers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got it.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
He's going to lose a yard on that one. What will they dial off on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's James. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Boston College right back to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Scarlet Knights backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, trying to pick up some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's James. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Sheffield. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he could make the catch.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit?
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
He'll pull it down and run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. This time on target. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Scarlet Knights really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll immediately call timeout. final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Sheffield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
The Scarlet Knights will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. It's Raymond. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sheffield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
The inside handoff. There he goes. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Toss to the outside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Scarlet Knights looking to convert on 4th down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Trying to slam in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Fired in from the red zone for the... Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sheffield. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw again. The sure hands, it's Weber. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Scarlet Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Well, you saw the speed on defense on that play. It's 3rd and short. They're trying to go toss, but the defense's ability to go east-west and really scrape down the line of scrimmage, get to the ball carrier for a tackle for loss now, setting up 4th down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sheffield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.